So, hi everybody, star seeds and weirdos and everybody in between. Welcome back to the Star Seed channel. Today we're going to be talking about our astro report, or astro report reading is going to be about the full moon in Aquarius, Uranus in Taurus. And we're going to talk a little bit about these Virgo and this Virgo placements that we have right now and this Libra Venus that we are currently dealing with. So Libra Venus, I don't believe that it's stationed in Libra for a long time. So we have this time up until maybe like a few weeks to determine to use this energy. So Libra Venus is all about refining what we really want. It's exalted in Venus because Libra is ruled by Venus. So it's all about the aesthetics, what we find beautiful, what we value in relationships, what we value as far as money and clothes and cars and all this. Libra is all about beautiful things and sparkly things and colorful things. So we're taking that eye for detail, or our lack of eye of detail, and we are using that energy to refine our environment. Like what's like right now, what you value, whether that's your career, is mainly your career, your home space, your relationships, could be your business, whatever is going to make you feel better about what is visual right now is super important. And definitely when it comes to your relationships, that has to be the most important thing right now, is refining what you have, what you value in relationships. And so my notes here for Libra Venus, I have refining the details, deciding what's most important to you, being curious about what may be true. So that's another thing about Libra energy. We are working with a lot of air energy this year. We're very much in our mental space. And with all of these Uranus transits going on right now, I'm sure everybody is feeling like a whoosh of new information, surprises, especially coming in from the world. And we're going to pray for Haiti. We're going to pray for Afghanistan and everything that's going on over there. A lot of surprises there, but it shouldn't be surprising to you if you've been following, history and have been watching how people in power make decisions. But we're not going to let that, me, I'm always going to make sure we're staying in a positive light and make sure that we're not dwelling on the things that we can't change. But I will say that this Libra Venus is very important right now because there's going to be so many changes happening. There's going to be a lot of intimidating, divide and conquer type energy around us. So it's really important to decide where you stand. It's really important to protect yourself and protect your family, and mainly protect your energy right now. And do what you can do to stay healthy. Do what you can do to just hold down the fort and don't fold. That's really all I have to say really about that topic. It's going to be kind of a weird time, but we survived. If you're here and you're listening to me, you should be, grateful that you have survived the pandemic the first time. So I feel that things are going to be shaken up, and there's going to be a lot more tension in humanity. So we're gonna have to figure out, or you're gonna have to figure out, at what point or where do you stand in all of this, and where do you stand in the fight? Because honestly, right now, I'm not gonna say, I'm just gonna say that there's a lot of inconsistent information, constant surprises. Like I keep telling y'all, there's information going here and there, and people who think this and people who think that, and it's just like, I can't do that. I can't do confusion. Like I'm a details person. So if the details aren't adding up, if 1 + 1 is not equaling 2, there is a problem for me. So that's where I stand. I stand on my own details and what works best for me. So that's why I'm encouraging you to do the same. But yes, please do what you can. Please donate. Please, if there's like a drive for Haiti, some type of emergency kit drive, somebody's trying to send emergency kits down there, please try your best to contribute the best that you know how. But that's kind of where I am right now with this Libra energy, Libra Venus energy, and so that's why I'm trying to express that to you all, because right now things are shaking up and it's really important for you to decide where you stand. And that's another reason why this full moon in Aquarius is so important, because it is opposing the sun and it is opposing midheaven, which is basically our identity, how we show up in the world, how we feel about our achievements, and that this is our public face, is now being challenged with what humanity needs. Aquarius is about groups and humanity, and what's best for the world, and not necessarily what's best for you personally, and who cares about your material achievements right now. And yes, you know, things like my girl Rihanna becoming a billionaire, yes, I'm super hype about that, but at the same time I'm like, you know, can I really, you know, am I really gonna focus on that right now? Am I really gonna focus on, you know, new clothing lines, new shoes, new collaborations and all that? Like, it's cool, but at the end of the day, like, there's some real stuff going on right now, and that's really all I can think about, honestly, is like how we're going to come together and really pull together our resources so that we can govern ourselves. So that's really what type of time I'm on right now. If you feeling what I'm saying. I don't want to say too much because this is, you know, public, social media. Like, I'm trying to work on the sharing your opinions thing, but I mainly think that we need to do what we got to do to work together. So if you have any ideas, if you have any comments or positive comments on how we can do that, please let me know. But yes, going forward, about the full moon in Aquarius, the Libra Venus, and then these Virgo placements. Virgo is very meticulous, very nitpicky, very analytical, but it's a great time to be that way, because you can apply it to your relationships, you can apply it to your career, you can apply it to your relationships and just how you show up. Are you just seeing the things that you want? Are you just seeing the illusion of perfection? Are you just seeing that you want things to be a certain way and it's not that way? Because right now we really have to work together. We really have to come together. And then even if it wasn't, the times weren't the way that it is right now, which is all in divine timing. But we are really changing our perspectives and trying to break those karmic patterns that are keeping us stuck in self-sabotage. You don't realize when you are sabotaging your dreams, sabotaging your career, sabotaging your business, sabotaging your relationships, because everything is a relationship, right? But I'm just listing those things. But majorly, we are humbling ourselves right now. Our ego is being challenged. It's opposing the sun and opposing the midheaven. So midheaven right now, whatever your midheaven is, mine is Aries, and I am a Leo stellium, so I am getting challenged in all kinds of ways, ego-wise, but I am accepting it because I understand that this is the lesson that I'm supposed to be learning. My ego is supposed to be challenged. My identity is being challenged. How I show up in the world is being challenged, and it's probably the same thing that's happening to a lot of you all. So I just want to say right now is a good time to be fleshing out details and like really stepping back and observing and not judging. That's another Libra type energy. Really air signs in general, but mainly Libra is very observant, emotional, feeling things and trying to observe mentally the feelings. Now the problem is when Libra cannot get out of their mind and actually make that their thoughts a reality. That's when it becomes a problem. So I think that is the energy that we're dealing with as far as the Chiron in Aries right now. We're dealing with, which is I think still in retrograde. We're still dealing with how we are headstrong and wrong, how we are not either being too aggressive or not being aggressive enough. So we're still dealing with that energy as well. So this is a great time to be breaking things down, to say, where am I too focused on results? Where am I too focused on the outcome? Where am I not being a team player? Where am I overthinking other people's moves and creating problems and competitions where they don't need to be? Where am I sabotaging situations? Where am I headstrong and wrong? Like, that's literally where we are right now. So if you are feeling that right now, if you are feeling that energy right now, that is right on brand with where the stars are right now. We have several planets: Jupiter, Neptune, Chiron, Pluto, and now Uranus is about to be in retrograde. So we're gonna have a lot of time to be introspective with what's happening in our lives and how we are showing up in our groups, how we are showing up in our families, our friends, and everything. So that's like the light right there is so important. So I just want to emphasize that, like, I'm very, very pumped up about it. I'm also going through these changes with you all, and I'm really excited about it. I mean, change is not something that I deal with well initially, but after the fact, I'm like, you know what? This was supposed to happen. So I really hope that and pray and intend for you all to take this time to really go inward, to stay grounded, to figure out how you can contribute and not be selfish. Be selfish in knowing that you're doing your best. Congratulate yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Don't wait for other people to do it. Don't wait for the thank you. Don't wait for the recognition. Don't be always in anticipating the outcome of achieving. And don't always be, not realizing your efforts either. Because I think that's the other side. There's a side that's super ego-oriented and like, oh, yes, I'm the best. I'm the, that's the Leo energy. And then that's the, on the other side, Aquarius is a little bit more behind the scenes, a little bit more humble in their actions, a little bit more, it's not so much about the outcome, it's about the rebellion, it's about the coming together as a group to get something done collectively. And that's where we're moving into right now. So this is about self-responsibility and taking responsibility for the things that you have done to yourself, the things that you have maybe pumped yourself up a little bit too much or not pumped yourself up enough. So yeah, this is a great time. I know I feel like I'm talking fast, but this is a great time to really tap in and really get clear about what you want to see over this next 6 months, next year. Like, who do you want to be? Do you want to be that person that's all about material achievements and all about the show for the public? Because right now, I'm not gonna lie, that's not really like what's going on. Unhealthy competitions, putting unnecessary pressure on yourself, that's only gonna make it worse. And the main thing that we can do, I think the most healthy thing to do right now is to find out how you can take care of yourself, take care of your mental, take care of your environment, and also just things that you can incorporate into your process that are going to help you mentally. This is a mental year. It's an attack on our mental right now. So how can you stimulate your mind? How can you make this situation a healthy, positive one for yourself and for the people around you? How can you contribute? How can your energy, your life force, how can you maintain it to the point where people can literally feel better when they're around you? They feel like, oh, team player. Oh, she has great ideas. Oh, like how? Or is it just about the show? Find out where you're headstrong and wrong. And this is, I'm going through this too. That stubbornness, that stubborn root that you've been sitting on, that's been complicated for you to deal with, that is what's coming to light. A lot of truths are coming to light, and the truth hurts. The truth does hurt, but it doesn't have to drag you. It doesn't have to make you feel like, oh my goodness, like the world is ending. Like it doesn't have to be that way. Have your moment and then apply. It doesn't matter how much you know. That's another thing with this Libra, Virgo energy. It doesn't matter how much you know. It doesn't matter how much you analyze. It doesn't matter how much you refine if you don't apply what you know. Don't apply what you refine and actually take action. And I think this Chiron in Aries is really teaching us that you have to take action, and it has to be a healthy action. It cannot be something that is destructive or sabotaging or completely irresponsible. And I hate to sound like your nagging mother, but I'm a Virgo Venus. Hey, and this is just how it's gonna be. I'm a Cancer. So it's going to sound very motherly. I have a very motherly tone about me. But I promise you, I am just trying to see you all win. I'm just trying to see you all healthy mentally, mind, body, spirit. So make sure you are getting outside, working out, eating right, cleansing. I've been doing a lot of cleansing. I got my prune juice, okay? Have a bathroom near if you drink prune juice. But that is new. That is near. But let's get into the reading. Let's get into the reading. I've been getting deeper and deeper and doing the most. I'm trying to stay on time. We are at 15 minutes right now. I try not to make it too long. Even though I could if I wanted to, but I still try to make it, you know, not that bad. Oh no, don't overheat, no. Okay. Whew. So spirit, ancestors, spirit guides, please come into this reading to deliver a word for us for this full moon in Aquarius coming up on Saturday night. Saturday, Sunday, one of those days, Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Sunday though. Well, please come into this reading and deliver a word so that we will understand how to work with this energy and understand how we need to ground ourselves. Things we need to think about, things we need to release. You know, that's a better word. What do we need to release during this full moon? If I have to cut this piece, it's because it's overheating. This camera overheats. It's so annoying. But yes, let's do that. All right, Spirit, what you got for us? What you got for us? This is the tarot deck, the regular, my old faithful tarot deck. I can't let it go. I just love it so much. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. Oh, we have the card of conflict and competition to release. We have the Ten of Cups. Ooh. We have the moon. Oh, my bad. I'm not showing y'all. So we have the Five of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. And then we have the moon. Fitting, right? And then we have the Eight of Cups. Ooh. I'm going to pull one more card because I'm being led to. Oh, the Ace of Swords. This is just so beautiful because I just did a whole exercise with this card. So this is delivering a word. So there's some new perspectives coming through. Some us being like, us getting out of competition mode, as I was just saying. This is an energy that is telling us that competition needs to be like a healthy, like I was saying about the Chiron and Aries, like this is like a healthy competition that we need to move into. This needs to not be something that is just for your own personal gain, because right now we have to come together, we have to link up, we have to barter, we have to do things that we wouldn't normally do and help people in ways that we wouldn't normally do. But that is what's needed right now. You know, that ego stuff, that, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. It's not going to get us anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere. You're going to look like, okay, you're a billionaire, but okay, how is that helping any of us that you're a billionaire? Not trying to go in on my girl, but I'm just saying, how is that? I'm just using that as an example. Like, how is you being a billionaire helping us right now? Like, it's not. And I'm not to say that she was bragging about that or anything, but that's just an example of like, right now we are in the spirit of letting go of those actions that are leading towards self-aggrandizement, just all about me. It's all about me. I'm in the spotlight. To I'm all about the group. I'm all about service. I'm all about helping. I'm all about being a team player. And that's what this Ten of Cups is about. This Ten of Cups is about, you see how all these lines are coming together? You see how the cups are connecting? Like, we're using our resources, we're using our creativity, we're using our energy towards the group and the collective and what's going to help. And I know everybody feels differently, but at the same time, it's like you know, you got to pick a side and pick what group you want to belong to. This very much feels like alignment. This very much feels like this is supposed to be happening. So although you may be frustrated, there may be tension, there may be arguments, it may be painful words being said and things like that. You have to find a way to rise above. You have to find a way to detach. You have to find a way to say, you know what, I am focused on the greater good. So at the end of the day, this conversation, this conflict had to be had so that we can get to the next level. Think long-term health. Think long-term health for the group. Next, we have the Moon card, which says to me that there is some fear here. There's like some fear of what could happen, some fear of never being able to achieve, or not even achieving. It's even deeper than that. This feels like you are afraid of your own. You're like afraid to connect with people, afraid to be vulnerable, afraid of rejection. Ooh, that's what just came through, rejection. Like, and that's so on brand for the Aquarius moon. This is very much like Aquarius. They may be, you know, all it is, but a lot of that comes from a space of insecurity and feeling rejected. Excuse me. Feeling rejected by their friends, or trying to avoid rejection from work, trying to avoid rejection in relationships, trying to avoid, that's why Aquarius are so with their friends, because they don't feel that sense of rejection with their friends. But even when they feel it with their friends, they might start an argument, they might shake some shit up just so they can have an argument. But having that like loyalty and that closeness with that person is a lot more secure than a relationship or something that happened with a parent that made them feel rejected, or even a job, because we all know like a lot of these jobs are not guaranteed to us. So this very much feels like fear. But with this 8 of Cups here, this is about releasing so that you can allow abundance into your life. 8 is about abundance. We just had the Lion's Gate on 8-8. This is about welcoming abundance into your life. This is about welcoming newness in your relationships, newness in the way that you express yourself into your life. And this is about like really healing the way that you practically are in relationships, healing that sense of, oh, I'm gonna be rejected, or I'm a loser, or I'm gonna be a loser, or what this person said about me when I was 10 was right about me. Like, this is all about releasing the past, and mainly about the things that you were told about yourself, or things that like were so hurtful and painful. This is about releasing that, because at the same time, yes, those things were said, but sometimes those things, what I'm learning about the past is those things had to happen in order for you to be who you are today. And trust me, I am a Cancer, okay? All we do is hold on to the past. So it's a lot for me to be telling you all this. Like, you really got to let it go and use it as fuel for the future. Because to be honest, I mean, who cares? Like, who cares what this person had to say? Look at you now. Look at me now. Okay? Look at me now. What you got to say now, bitch? What you got to say now? Okay? Like, that's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. That's how you get them back. And you got to really believe it. You got to really believe it. Like, oh, this person called me ugly. Oh, this person called me stupid. Oh, this person broke up with me. Oh, this job rejected me. Fuck them. That's really how you got to feel. And with this 8 of Swords here, this is some newness coming in. Some of you all may be moving. Some of you all may be planning to move, probably in a house, or maybe you're moving from a house into, maybe you're downsizing, maybe you're traveling more, maybe you're going to see family. This is like a shakeup in your finances and a shakeup in your foundation. I'm feeling like this is very much foundational, because I think this Uranus and Taurus really shook people up. Like, you see how people can work remote now, so they can go live with their family, they can go live with their friends, they can have a friend come live with them. Like, it's a lot of like shaking up going on, and this is the same shaking up that we've been feeling for over a year now. So really take this time to just allow the downloads, allow the changes to come through, because they are coming and you got to be ready. Shit, I'm scared. No, I'm just joking. I'm not scared, but I'm just like, what's it gonna be? Okay, my camera overheated, but I am back. So, Ace of Swords. I'm really feeling a lot of strong energy with the Ace of Swords. Like, this is going to be a lot of movement. Like I was saying, it's going to be somebody who's going to be moving and getting a little bit more adventurous about life. A little bit more like, you know what? I've been in this city my whole life. I've been in this relationship for 15 years and it ain't going nowhere. I've been at this dead-end job for so long and I'm not happy. And so I'm ready to make a move. And that is what's coming for some of you. Some of you are going to be changing careers, changing jobs, changing relationships. Like I said, with the Libra stuff, we are figuring out and refining and getting more into the weeds and the details of what we really need relationship wise. And some of you will know all the details, know all the things that you should do and what would be good for your spirit, but you're still going to choose self-sabotage, because that's just how it works. But some of you are going to take this as a sign that it is time for you to move on. So getting into the animal reading, I pulled these cards while the camera was getting cooler. But we have the beaver. The beaver is about water, and the beaver this is a water animal. This is giving me very much Cancer energy. Like, this is about, like, I'm not the initiator, but I'm the stabilizer. I might not be the loud and proud person in front, but I'm the leader behind the scenes. I'm the one creating the stability. I'm creating the foundation. And this is about steady, consistent work. This is about staying the course. And this year is the year of the ox. And oxes are strong and they can go long distances. Can you go the distance? Can you go the distance? Can you give up your selfish needs for selfless needs? Can you do that right now? Can you? This is a question for me and you. So yeah. And then the zebra is all about creative, visionary energy. You see this colorful triangle in the middle, this like third eye area, this visionary, seeing the bigger picture. And this is a fire card, and this is giving me very much Sagittarius energy, very much bigger picture, journeying through life, traveling, giving you just a vision of adventure and saying, you know, this is not the end for me. Clearly, you know, this is not where I'm supposed to be because I feel so out of place. I feel like it's time for change. That's why we have the Ace of Swords here that I'm just so excited about. And once you let go of those emotions from this Eight of Cups card, once you welcome abundance into your life by letting go of the things that are keeping you stuck, and most likely it is something spiritual and emotional, something where you like to be headstrong and wrong just because it makes your ego feel good. When you release that, you can really tap into your childlike zebra energy, that inner child energy that we've been working on for this whole time. Everything is going to be about getting back to your inner child. Everything is going to be about learning how to express yourself without restraints, and learning how to at the same time be selfless in your actions and be more a part of the community, be more a part of the groups that you are in, be more a part of people's lives in a more positive way, in a more like discovering myself through others and through actions kind of way. And that's what this is about. But yes, on the other side of this, some people will still be all about themselves. Some people will be like, well, this is giving me this amount of money. This is giving me, which is understandable because you got to, you know, keep that stability. I understand that. But understand what it's doing to your energy. I cannot stay anywhere that's not comforting my life. I'm not doing that anymore. But there are some people that are okay with that, you know. So there are some people that will remain stuck and in fear. And then there are some people that will be ready to move on with their life. So I have some new cards, some new moonology cards. And since it's an Aquarius moon, I think it's important that we pull one of these cards. see what we got. Let's see what we got. Left hand, left hand. Okay, we have, ooh, a fiery climax approaches. Ooh, an Aries moon. So there is some truth coming to light. There are some things that are going to be making people a little uncomfortable. There is some impulsive conversations that may be had. But like I was saying before, I think that this is necessary for our growth. So this may feel very hot. I'm getting heat from this. This Aquarius moon is going to be at the 29th degree, which is a critical degree. I believe is a Leo degree. So it's a very spicy, some spiciness coming our way. But at the same time, don't allow this to, you know, have your moment. Like I keep saying, have your moment, but don't allow it to drag you. Don't allow it to keep you down. Keep going. So let's see what we need to surrender. Spirit, what do we need to surrender? What do we need to surrender under this Aquarius moon? We already know it's self-sabotage. We already know that it's not being so focused on the outcome. We know that it is about not thinking about scarcity, because scarcity need to be the least of your worries, okay? You would look at everything you have, you know, compared to what's going on in the world. That should be enough for you to be grateful and be willing to share. I know I sound like a mama, but I'm serious, okay? So, Spirit, what you got to say to us? What do we need to surrender? Surrender to the natural world, the beauty of the natural world. So yes, take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. And also surrender our outdated beliefs about yourself. Letting go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So yes, we've already discussed this. This is releasing the past, releasing beliefs, the mindsets, the negative comments, the mean comments that people said to you. Because like I said, look at you now. Look at you now. You can handle anything that comes your way. You can handle anybody. So somebody got something to say to you? Fuck 'em. I'm serious. Fuck 'em. When I say fuck. And so that's my attitude towards life. And sometimes people don't like that, but I'm like, you know, how are you adding value to the conversation right now? How are you adding value to my life right now? And if the answer is, I don't know, the gray area answers, I can't do it. Can't do it. But yes, surrender to the natural world. And we're going to have to do that anyway, because it's a wave of changes coming our way. A lot of them are going to look like how they looked last year. We're going to have to remain grounded and being in nature, you know, hanging out with friends and family, keeping in touch with people, you know, possibly moving. Like I said, some people are going to be moving. Some people are going to be changing jobs. Some people are going to be like, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, and I got some leveling up to do, and I can't do that with you. Okay? So yes. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to pull a self-care card and how we need to care for ourselves, because right now we are releasing a lot of harmful, sabotaging, egocentric ways, and it's heavy and it's painful. So let's be clear about what we need to change as far as what we need to care for as far as our self-care. Okay, sing. Some of y'all can't sing, but yes, sing some songs, get that throat chakra active, because you're gonna need it, honey. You're gonna need it under this Aries moon energy that's gonna be coming through during this Aquarius moon. This is a great time to let your truth be heard, okay? So go ahead and warm up that throat chakra, okay? And then ground yourself. Yes, this is like my favorite thing to do. I just told myself yesterday that I have to do more meditating. Like, all this mental energy is driving me nuts. I'm more chill. I'm more go with the flow. I'm more like, okay, let the details come in and go out. Let them come in. But when we get stuck here, it's like, oh my gosh. So yes, ground yourself. Ground yourself. That is a great way to keep yourself sane during these times. Meditate, you know, watch, you know, something positive. Stop watching serial killer documentaries and negative shit. Like, watch something that's enlightening. Watch something that makes you laugh. You know, take a shower, take a bath, do some journaling, do some writing. Just in general, you know, cook a meal, especially under this full moon. Make sure you cook a meal. Make sure you're writing down what you're releasing and really release it and burn it up. We got this Aries moon that's fire. Excuse me. So burn it up. That's what I always do. And, yeah, just spend some time with yourself. Spend some time outside if you can. I know it's been kind of muggy and rainy, but yes, if you're on the east side, yes. So yes, spend some time with yourself. All right, y'all. Well, that's all I have to say for this full moon in Aquarius. It's going to be a major one, just like the last one. I mean, we're going to be tested and tried in many ways. Our plans, our finances, how we view the way that we perform. Who is it for? What is it for? And if it's just for you, I'm sorry to say, but that's not where we are mentally, energy-wise right now. So that's why you're being tested. That's why you're being tested right now, because all this, you know, me stuff is going out the window. You might as well just leave it there. You have to learn togetherness, collectiveness, being with other people. That's where we are right now. So that's where we're gonna stop. I know I went way over time, but it is what it is. I love y'all. Please leave me a comment, share, review, subscribe, so that I can, you know, feel like I'm connecting, you know what I'm saying. And soon I will have astrology readings. I'm not doing tarot readings right now. I will still pull a card, but I want to focus more on astrology right now, because I think it's a more practical way to help people right now versus telling you about the things that you're hiding, because you know about the things that you're hiding. But astrology will help you develop more understanding around like why you may be hiding those things and where those things are coming from. So that being said, I love you, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.